Caitlin Clark is gone. Not injured. Not resting. Gone. Moments ago, bombshell news dropped. The WNBA has quietly shoved its biggest rookie star out of the spotlight, and fans are absolutely losing it. But here's the twist. The second the story broke, Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull detonated the silence. No more smiles. No more politeness. They went scorched earth, and what they revealed is shaking the league to its core. This isn't just about one player missing a game. This is about power plays, favoritism, media control, and a league caught red-handed trying to manipulate its own stars. The second Sophie and Lexie spoke, the internet caught fire, and the fallout could change the WNBA forever. T started as a whisper. Then Clark's name disappeared from the starting lineup. Then reporters noticed she wasn't even warming up. No injury report. No statement. Just gone. Caitlin Clark, the most hyped rookie in league history, vanished in what fans are already calling the most suspicious benching ever. Speculation erupted instantly. Some whispered load management, others hinted at disciplinary action. But here's the thing, none of it added up. Clark hadn't broken a rule. She hadn't skipped practice. She wasn't slumping, she was leading her team in points, assists, and headlines. So why would the league sideline the very player driving ratings, selling out arenas, and keeping women's basketball in the headlines? Caitlin Clark wasn't just bringing in fans, she was bringing in a movement. And that's when the leak started. Whispers from inside the league painted a picture of growing tension between Clark and high-ranking WNBA officials. Her unapologetic post-game interviews, her unwillingness to stick to the script, and her skyrocketing influence on social media weren't exactly endearing her to the suits upstairs. She wasn't just an athlete anymore. She was a voice, a force, a phenomenon. And that made some people uncomfortable. Then came the most damning rumor. In a closed-door meeting, Clark openly challenged league marketing decisions, calling them tone-deaf and disconnected from real fans. 48 hours later, her minutes dropped. 72 hours later, she was benched. No. She's practically erased. No press conferences. No media access. No statement from her team. Just a cold blackout, like they were trying to kill her momentum before it became unstoppable. But if the WNBA thought no one would notice, they were dead wrong. Fans didn't just notice, they erupted. Social media lit up with hashtag #WhereIsCaitlin. Thousands demanded answers. Comment sections flooded with outrage. Even NBA stars chimed in, calling the move shady, calculated, and disrespectful to the game. And then came Sophie Cunningham, and everything changed. She didn't tiptoe. She didn't wait for permission. In a fiery post-game interview, she skipped the cliches and dropped a grenade. You don't sideline your biggest star unless you're scared of her power. That single line detonated across social media faster than the WNBA's PR team could react. Clips of her statement went viral instantly. But Sophie didn't stop there. On her podcast, in team huddles, even on live broadcasts, she called it what it was, retaliation. She accused the league of playing politics with players' careers, prioritizing control over progress. She said what most were too afraid to admit. Clark wasn't benched for basketball reasons. Fans rallied. Hashtags turned into movements. Hashtag Stand With Sophie and hashtag Free Clark trended side by side. Sophie had lit the fuse, and the fire wasn't going out anytime soon. Sophie Cunningham had lit a match the league never saw coming, and the flames were spreading fast. But she wouldn't be fighting this battle alone for long. The very next day, Lexie Hull stepped into the fire. No social media post. No carefully worded statement. No safe interview. She walked straight into the press room after practice, locked eyes with the cameras, and dropped one line that froze the room. If Caitlin Clark can be treated like this, what do you think they'll do to the rest of us? No fluff. No PR polish. Just a raw, unfiltered truth bomb, and it cracked the WNBA wide open. That single sentence didn't just trend, it exploded. The clip went viral across the sports world, from ESPN to YouTube to fan podcasts everywhere. Suddenly, everyone was asking the same question. What the hell is going on behind closed doors at the WNBA? And Lexie wasn't done. Hours later, she posted a black and white photo of herself and Caitlin with a single word, loyalty. That one word set off a storm of speculation. Was it a shot at management? A warning to teammates? A sign of fractured trust inside the locker room? No one knew for sure, but the timing spoke volumes. Insiders say Lexie has been one of the loudest voices in team meetings since this all began. One leaked account claims she confronted the coaching staff directly, demanding to know why the only player drawing sellout crowds was suddenly nailed to the bench. Teammates reportedly backed her up, turning whispers of locker room tension into full-blown headlines overnight. And it didn't stop there. Sources say Lexie hinted that players from other teams have been quietly talking off the record, comparing notes, and pushing back against the growing pressure to stay silent. Behind the scenes, she's reportedly helping rally a coalition of younger players tired of the league's old-school politics and terrified of losing everything if they speak up. Then came the tweet. Lexie posted, and quickly deleted, a message that read, "If you want to build a legacy, stop silencing the ones who create it." Fans screenshotted it instantly. The damage was done. The message was out. And the WNBA's power struggle had just gone public. It spread like wildfire. Reddit threads, TikTok clips, fan pages. Some swore it was aimed straight at WNBA executives. Others thought it targeted media voices trying to bury the controversy. But everyone agreed on one thing. Lexie wasn't just reacting. She was drawing a battle line. And she wasn't alone. Sophie and Lexie had just formed a united front, and the league was now staring down a full-blown uprising. Fans didn't just watch. They mobilized. The second Sophie and Lexie spoke out, the fanbase erupted. Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, TikTok, all went nuclear. Hashtags like #JusticeForClark, #FreeCaitlin, and #StopSilencingStars exploded in real time. Sports forums flooded with outrage. Every WNBA post was swarmed with angry replies. Within 24 hours, the internet had turned this into a firestorm the league couldn't ignore. Fans gathered receipts, timestamps, game clips, quotes, side-by-side comparisons. They showed Clark getting shoved with no calls, her minutes mysteriously slashed despite stellar play, referees blatantly ignoring fouls. Others tracked how WNBA's own social media had quietly scaled back Clark coverage in recent days. And then, after nearly 2 days of deafening silence, the WNBA finally responded, and somehow made it worse. A cold, polished, PR-scripted statement dropped across official channels. No mention of Caitlin Clark. No acknowledgement of the controversy. No recognition of the accusations. Instead, the league waved it all away as nothing more than strategic rotation. The problem? The fans weren't buying it. And the rebellion was only growing louder. The league statement urged fans to trust the process. The backlash was instant. Fans didn't buy it. Reporters didn't buy it. Players definitely didn't buy it. The vague phrasing only confirmed what everyone already suspected. This wasn't damaging